Test, 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 test. Let's move our window up here. Whoops, too high. How about here? There it's good. All right. We are playing Bitcraft online. We are playing with our good buddy Sephiroth when he is around. We are just testing our levels for the moment. Seem okay? What else are we doing? What else are we doing? We want to see what. Do, do, do. Uh, all right. So for starters, there's a couple of UI things I'm still kind of confused about. Like if we're using the cart, it seems like we can't move items into it, cargo into it. If we're not using it, we can. Sorry. Right now, I'm focusing on hunting and leatherworking at the moment. And because the birds run around, it's actually a little bit more active than some of the other trades gathering crafts. The strategy I'm doing right now, if it's right next to the bank like this, I just kill it, move it, drop it into the bank. And then if we're, let's see, just like that. Because the deal is, right, we can only carry one item of cargo ourselves, but we can stack 25 in our cart. I also need flowers for compost, so I'm going to go ahead and gather them when I see them. We're going to go ahead and just get up this lavender. Maybe some birds will respawn right near me while we're doing it, but I've been working on leatherworking, but I also want to get my cloth up a tiny bit, my tailoring and cloth. So what I need are seeds, these fiber plant seeds, which I'm gathering, and then also I need flowers to compost. Seems like the flowers I can turn into tea, or I can compost. Bird next to the bank, baby. It occurs to me the seeds actually come from the bush. We check our compendium, so I might switch. After this stack of lavender, I might drop off our birds and switch to do a bush run. Oh, we gotta eat something. Our stamina's real low. Sayok, welcome to the stream. All right, so let's grab our cart. And we're gonna drop off our birds. Flowers, and our seeds. And actually, I'm gonna bring the flowers over, or a stack of them at least, to make some compost. So like I said, I'll dismiss our cart. Whoops. This one is one of those things I keep screwing up. Shift, click, collectible. Yeah, well, ask questions when you got them. I'll just go through my impressions of the game. First of all, what, I've been 2 to 3 hours in. Honored, like, totally loving it as someone who's coming from, honestly, not a huge survival craft fan. I like the genre, right? So, but I'm not. What is it doing well? Inventory management matters, but isn't crazy. I think having this one cargo spot and then the cart has a cargo spot, and it's clear we're gonna, I'm gonna build stuff that improves that. But starting out, it still kind of forces me to focus on one thing at a time. There's a mix. It's a good, I'm generalizing, but also specializing. And I think that's really cool. So mechanic-wise, very happy. It's a little, it's on the, I don't want to say idle side, but it's, let's see, we're going to go over, I was going to make some compost, right? I've been cleaning my house, dude. I've been doing my daughter's laundry because it's a good game to do something and then walk away for 5 minutes and come back. So for work, you want to be doing something that's fun. Let's see, how long is this gonna take, right? I got 8 power, I gotta hit 250 at 1.6 seconds. So back at the napkin, it's gonna take me, this one's only gonna take me 30 seconds. PvE casual. I actually don't know the answer to this one, but what I haven't gone into, the part of the game I haven't dipped into, is this part, which is, and honestly, so I generally co-stream with my buddy Sephiroth the Pathfinder, and he's more in the competitive side, so he's very interested in the PvE component, the PvP component. I don't know if it's dual, we did a duel, so you can duel, but you can see we've got different territories going on. So we got the chilling place, these are, people have built these empires, and this map looks small until you, sorry, actually, it's kind of crazy, my zoom out got messed up, but, this map is actually freaking huge. So I think, we're going to learn how to build a boat, and we'll be able to go and stake our claim somewhere and set up our own territory. And then within the territories, build these settlements. So there's definitely a competitive component to these empires. And I don't really know if that's going to work. The other thing I saw is when I would, whoops, I accidentally like, oh no, where am I going? Yeah. But even like there's contested territory, right? So like one of these, let me show you. We run over here. Um, Now out of the town we're gonna hit a contested territory. And I don't know what I don't know is how they're deciding. So we got a watchtower is clearly something that like sets up the boundaries of their territory. In terms of casual or not, yeah, I mean if your definition of casual is uh low skill, low mechanical requirements and skill, then totally seems that way. Even the monster combat, which I'll try and show us if we find a monster. Yeah, I'll show you monster combat. But even that is, you know, click 3 buttons. There's definitely, it seems like there's different weapon sets we can craft and like learn the ability to use them. But I don't expect it's going to be a highly technical combat system. There's no classes, which, by the way, I don't know if you've heard of Adrolin Online Adventures. If that's what you're interested in, man, I recommend that game. It's currently doesn't have an open test. It's in closed testing, but I'm signed up for all those tests. And the game, the crafting plays sort of similar to this, but then like on top of it, it has standard fantasy classes and combat and all that. Yeah, whoops. Harvesting lavender. Art style is cool, so we're fighting this jackal. I mean, like, actually, because I wasn't paying attention, I got kind of whooped. I can only kill the first tier of monster right now. Or at least as of last night, I could. I crafted... What did I craft? I crafted this necklace. Nope. This necklace. Let's kill this guy to make sure we don't die. All right, so I've got 3 active skills that I'm just clicking on, and that's pretty much what combat is at this level. I've also been interested in their scholarship where we study these hieroglyphs. I agree, art style is cool. Text-based. It's kind of like we're these weird... I don't know what we are. Automatas? The characters in town are really cool. Yeah, that's about right. Like I said, like I usually duo with my friend, but I didn't see a group interface or anything like that. Community seems awesome. We had some people like raid the stream right when we started and invite us to join their, I think guild. They might be called communities was the word they used. We opted not because we want to start our own community with our guild. I feel like cooperation is critical for the more. Let's be doing something. Let's get these daisies. Cooperation is critical for as we get more advanced crafts. So I kind of imagine it's going to be like solo, gather special stuff, gather within your specialization, go refine it, work together to build stuff. Because I was only looking at crafting, but and we're at the generic base, but we want to get to the part where we build our own base. So building the bases together is going to be awesome. I guess like probably have to upgrade the crafting stations and the bases and worry about the defense and the territory management. And there are dungeons. There's actually one on the map over here. You can go check it out in a second now that I kind of wanted... Where am I? Let's see. I actually haven't played Dune. I haven't played Dune at all. I have played a lot of MMOs in the 90s, 2000 space. But I suspect you're about right. I don't know what the end game is like, but yeah, I bet you. Like, I can solo those jackals, but honestly, I can't solo a jackal alpha, so simply the fact that I don't see a group interface tells me I'm not sure there is. I'm not sure how like going out and fighting in a group works, PvE or PvP. Are there so you get minions? I haven't seen a way to get minions yet. That's a lie. I've seen pets. So let me show you in the compendium. So we got this. Where did I see it? So I was digging in the sand. How do I know there's pets? It's actually pretty cool. Um, I was digging in the sand and I saw that there's like a low chance to dig up an egg, and the egg can spawn can turn into a rat pet. But if you're asking, do they like help gather? I don't think so. I haven't seen it yet. But it's really like part of the issue is I'm in the start of town, right? All right, this is what I wanted to get some bushes. So let's pull out our. Yeah, I honestly every mechanic I see is cool. Like I don't know. See. I don't have a tier 2 pickaxe. I need level 20 mining. So this is kind of a. I will say this looks a little uniform, which isn't very exciting. As in, every you've got level 1 requiring level 1 item, and then all the tier 2 stuff, level 2, machete tier 2, level 20 foraging. Um, Hopefully that's not as kind of uniform as it looks, where like you go to a level 1, then a tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, and that's it. But there's been surprises thrown at me. Is there a hotbar for tools? Tool gathering is totally automatic. So when I show you my character, let's be gathering. When I show you my character screen, right? This is the equipment, and right now I've got I only have built leather, which is like gathering equipment. You can see it boosts gathering speed. But then to your question, really, here's your profession screen. Each profession has the thing auto equipped, and I kind of auto gather. The only thing that ties you to what you're doing really is the fact that big items that you gather count as cargo, and I can only hold one of them. So I'll harvest this bush and show you, let's say. So what's going to happen is we're going to gather a root bundle. So this is foraging, right? So in theory, I could forage, I could mine, I could do all that stuff just seamlessly. Yeah, it's a good quality of life. It's kind of interesting, like, I'm also playing a game that doesn't do that, where you have to unequip and equip. Monsters and Memories has an open stress test, has an open alpha today starting at 1 Eastern. But I'll probably switch to it because that's what my guild's really into. But there you have to you have to manually equip your harvesting item. But you can see this slot filled up, and I can only hold 1 root. So now they're going to drop to the ground. So what we can do about that is pull up our compendium. I have to remember part of this the vault. I need the vault. Go to the deploys, and we can deploy our cart. And when we have cargo, we run slower. But now we have a cart, and we can stick our inventory on the cart. Excuse me, stick our cargo on the cart. I think I have it configured to automatically stick it on the cart for me. Whoops, I'm accidentally harvesting this lavender node instead of the bush node. But you'll see now these plant roots will start stacking up here. I need these for the tailoring path, which I think I've done too much of. I don't know. You ask me, it's like the great circle of life on quality of life. You'll have, so let's see. So only one cargo variety type in inventory at a time. Yeah, exactly. One in the cart, and I can have a different one in my inventory. But my inventory can only hold one. My cart can stack 25. And like I said, so if you look at like this cart deploy, I had to that the tutorial took us through discovering and building it. So I bet we'll be able to build more sophisticated carts. You can see here's like, I don't know, we get mounts, trader stands, carts, caches, boats. So hopefully we'll get a mega cart with 2 cargo slots, that sort of thing. But yeah, I think it's kind of clever, and that's how it's going to force you to focus and collaborate on one thing at a time. You get to generalize on the things that go in your inventory when gathering, but you have to specialize in the cargo. So there's a storage bank in town. I'll show you in a sec. It's like super generous. I wonder if they'll keep it so generous to start. It almost feels it almost feels too generous. Let's go back. We don't need a ton of these. You can watch me fumble with like how the heck do I pick this up? I think I figured it out. Is I have to, yeah. So you can see this is the one that dropped. Stick it on the cart. Okay. So, there's also a wolf dude. So let's just fight him, and we'll go back to town, and we'll look at our bank. Because that's what Seth and I were doing. Is we'll do. It's very easy to do a semi-idle. Let's drop our cart so we don't. Where's this monster? There you are, Jaggle. It's very easy to do a semi-idle, like fill up the cart, go stick it in the bank. Let's see. Oops, I forgot to. My stamina's dropping, so I need to eat. And there's definitely. I have one food that increases my combat efficiency. It's like the first not super basic. Is the bank shared? No, it is not. I imagine there will be faction storage that is shared when I get there. Sorry, I just can't look at them sparkle. I can't resist these hieroglyphs. Look at my cute little animation. I've really appreciated you asking all these questions, so keep them coming. It's great. If you're my personal buy or wait is if this style of gameplay appeals to you, $30. This was an auto buy for me, and I'm generally a pretty cautious spender on this sort of thing. But can't say, I have an Adrolan online adventure shaped hole in my heart, and this is like very similar in the crafting side of it. So, plus it's kind of I like the semi-idle nature. I don't have a game like this right now in my toolkit. Let's see. So there's ferrolith. I actually have like a lot of ferroliths stacked up. If I see any sand, I'll dig it up to see the eggs. Did we get? We got 3 fiber plant seeds. Fairly rare. But that's something. Oh, speaking of quality of life, just opened the map and clicked walked to the town. So they didn't apparently in an earlier iteration they didn't used to have. Excuse me. They didn't used to have a auto run, or they didn't used to have WASD to move. It was just click to move. So now it's kind of got an interesting hybrid option. But I don't know, man. It feels mud mounds. What the mud? So on any of these things, right? I can see. I'll click. We can see we haven't discovered rough gypsite, but that it's rare to gather from the mud mound. You kind of got a mix of like some. Hey, there's unknown and unknown uses for stuff. Let's see. Interesting. I still haven't discovered. What's this say? Nope, pay attention. All right, so we're going to go to the bank. All right. So here's our bank. You can see we've got what? 3, 6, 8, 16 stacks of 100 cargo types. That's huge, really. Much more likely to run out of these. Got 4 by 3, 6, 9, 12, 15 is 120. So 120 general slots, and also these slots stack a lot higher than your inventory. So for example, the plant fiber got a stack of 620. I drag it out to my inventory, it stacks to 100. Other quality of life stuff with the bank's pretty good. Like I've got the store all, so it's gonna take all multiple stacks from my inventory, put in there. The only inventory, the cart continues to be a little jank, and that might just be me not knowing how to use it right, but I do frequently mess that up. So in terms of like what am I doing in this game right now, keep deciding I'm doing different things. Why don't we go ahead and show you, I do need to do more ferrolith stuff, which is like the iron. So my main quest, my main beginner quest is this one, this Mending Hearts, and I need, show you what I need. So it says, hey, like, actually kind of interesting, right? It's like you need to build insulating wires, open up your compendium. So it's trying to guide you into showing, use the tools of the game instead of making it too easy. Whoops. So insulating wires, we look it up. We have to click to the obtain tab. We see we need refined simple leather, pyrite ingot, simple cloth, and this thing that we already have. So pretty much we got to reach like the first refined tier of leather, cloth, and iron. And that's why I was going and doing the basics of cloth, because I've already got the leather unlock. Zayok, I am just starting out. I'd love a follow. Okay, so what else are we doing here? Right, farming. Does this starting town have the craft sites, or do you have to create a base first? Yeah, this is something Sephiroth was telling me this was different in an early. He played in an early alpha where there was no starting town, and you had to build all of your craft site your stations incrementally. This starting town starts with a tier 1 of everything. So what I suspect is going to happen is we're going to outgrow the starting town and need a tier 2 station. And you can see everything's like an ancient whatever. Oh, so it's claiming my whisper. I actually haven't done this yet. This is a new thing for me. So we've got Whoops, what's going on here? So I've reached the, I gotta claim it. There we go. Ooh, basic whisk weave products. This is what you can see. So it's got this orange question mark, which means I haven't done it before. Now we're gonna be chilling. We're gonna make some whisk weave. Yeah, there's a certain like. So the raid yesterday said, "Oh, come to territory 5 when you're ready. That's where our thing is." So it actually might seem like the tiers of materials auto sort people based on where you're at. It's like you're all of the guild equivalents are in the tier 1 areas. You know, they're going to move to tier 2 when they get there, maybe. I haven't seen a lot of lopsided zones. It's definitely like you didn't see. There's not like max level monsters roaming around the tier 1 noob stuff. So I don't know. It's been a very well thought out noob quest introduction. At first, because like Sephiroth was really sorry. I talk about this guy like he's my wife because he is my gaming wife. You know, he's really thirsty to go out and build our first settlement, and he was like, "Oh man, I got to talk to this guy and this guy and this guy." But you know, it walks you through all the different stations, and I can see where they're coming from on it. All right. I also realized I should be reading your question, what you're saying out loud. I'm just not very, you know, like I said, I'm just a noob streamer. I'll get better. All right. How are servers handled? I did not have to pick a server. I think it might be one giant server. Hold on. I'm going to Google some of the answer to this one because I don't know. Let's see. Bitcraft, how are servers handled? Are there, like, I imagine, you know, are there multiple servers? I don't think so. Yeah. So it is what it seems like. It's one giant server. There's not specific server locations. There's not like a PvP versus a PvE server. It's one big world. Ooh, kind of, whoops. Keep accidentally clicking on my map there. What was I doing? Kind of nice. I can walk away from whatever I'm doing and come right back, resume it. All right, so we can build starbolt plants, wispweave plants. Let's build a couple of each. Is there only one starting area? No, there's many starting areas. I don't know how many, but I'm actually guessing that these tiers are referring to the tiers of the towns. I think I might have already discovered another starting area. So, like, I think there might be quite a few starting areas. Dozens. Let's see if we can Google an answer to that. But let's see. Also, like, I played with my friend and we both started in the same starting area. Let's see. AI says there are several regions, each containing 3 ruined towns. The specific region you started in is random. Yeah, because I did find one of the other ruined towns, so that makes sense. Whoops. Happened again. Apparently, I'm like supposed to be. I should have left the starting area already. I just don't want to leave it without my buddy. Let's message him, see if he's going to play. Basic. What do I need to make basic evergreen products? Right. Oh, and these are okay. So these are projects that like you can set and then walk away. So I actually am limited by fertilizer, so I'm gonna make more fertilizer. I just realized that your chat is kind of overlapping with the world chat. Let me adjust that a tiny bit. Screwed up. Okay, fertilizer. Claim it. So this is what's I personally I wish there was more of this in this game, and not to keep plugging Adrollin online adventures, but it's most almost every craft is like this instead, where you set it and forget it. And the reason Adrollin does that is because it's more traditional MMO combat in between. So you do a run, set everything up, come back. Whereas this, like, going out and harvesting is just as chill. All right. I haven't built a study journal yet. I have parchment somewhere. I think oh yeah, ink. So I haven't made ink because I don't have fish oil. Ooh, my loom finished. We had rough cloth strips. All right, let's go back to our cart. I feel like I was doing something. Uh, Hold on. I'll link it in chat. They are planning on doing it in Steam. Here's the website. You know what? You're right. I actually don't think they currently are doing it via Steam. They're also only their open betas are pretty few and far between, like once every 3 months. Um, I will tell you when it is paid access, I'm paying the access. It is as like so I'm a big EverQuest fan. I grew up on EverQuest, and so I came of age on EverQuest. So if you imagine what I'm playing right now, but I mean, it's voxel, which like I don't even like the voxel stuff, but it doesn't matter, man. EverQuest times this is I'm in. All right. So we got some completed projects to claim. We can start 3 more projects, so we'll start 3 more wisp weaves. Let's see if I can find it on Steam. I think you're right. I think that it used to, in its earlier phases, it was called Evercraft Online. But yeah, it's not on Steam yet. All right, what are we doing, guys? What's in our cart? 4. Okay, I kind of like it. We set up some farm plots, and we run over to the smithing station. Oh, mechanic that I have not showed you, Sayak. Um, these dudes. First of all, the art on these dudes is rad. Let's just be real. Look at this guy. And so each craft has we'll call them a dude. I'm sure that's not what they are. and you can chat with them. Let's see. You can trade with them, and they have tasks. So they sell certain. Let's see. So Heimlich will operate out of this business if we do it. But so we can spend this gold. We can spend hex coins, which we've been slowly accumulating for boosts to power. Um, Sometimes new recipes. And the way to get the coins and also get these big boosts is to complete these tasks. So he wants 10 roast meats. I give it to him. So basically daily quests. There's a daily 30. Actually, I don't know. I don't know how often they refresh. Seems like that'll refresh in 30 minutes. And there's all these dudes that give us daily quests. You asked about if there's work or if there's minions. I haven't even talked to this guy, Leslie. Apparently, there's taming. Um, oh man, I have 300 rough plant fiber. Let's go. Let's do that and get our taming. This game might be hell on anyone with like ADD, by the way. All right, so I'm doing this too because I saw um, this. I think this is super cool. Here's a really cool mechanic, right? So I can spend 5 mushrooms to make 3 mushroom skewers, or I can double it and maybe get a recipe. I think that's awesome. I love anything that's got you discovering recipes. I'm all about. So buying them is cool, but discovering them is just as cool. Hopefully, you can find them out in the world, adventuring. All right. I got all excited because I had a ton of that. I had a ton of. We'll do it after. We'll do it after. Stick to the plan. Splix, BB. Stick to the plan. Which was to go. Oops. Something dropped this tree bark. Yoink. Yoink. So we've got all these like big ore cargoes. So this is like the when this game becomes an idle, semi-idle, right? Like I'm gonna craft 22. I'm gonna process 22 cargoes of ore. 1.6 seconds times at that 1100. So roughly a lot 1100 seconds. No, 1.5 that. So 1600 seconds, let's say. 1600 divided by 60 is. So this. No, I goofed my math. This isn't going to take half an hour. How did I goof my math so hard? I don't know. Let's try. Let's cheat and use a calculator. 1100 divided by 8 is 137. So it should take 137 seconds. Well, times 1.6, right? So times 1.6, 2200. So that's 3 minutes. Which that's either you're gonna hear that and you're like, man, that's a bummer, or you're gonna hear that and be like, oh, sweet, I get to like go fold a pile of laundry while this is happening. Amazing. Speaking of which, let's get some coffee. Let's see, farmers first steps. Yeah, we're gonna have to work on taming. That's awesome. We did it. We didn't do it. We canceled by accident. Let's move our bucket back down. We're not reading world chat. Here. Chance to get distracted. Yeah, it's pretty nuts how I don't think I have ADD. It is not easy to stay focused. It's a lot I want to do, especially right now. So now we're gonna smelt. Nope, we're not gonna smelt. We gotta concentrate our ore. Do that in a kiln? I don't remember. So we got a bunch of ferrolith ore. Oh, no? Huh. Really? What do I do with it? Do I think mining station again? No. It's interesting. If I get 100, I can build an ore package. Which I think is like the sellable unit, maybe? And or further quests. So that's something I didn't show you at all, because it's not like usually I just cheat and let my buddy handle this, but you can see, oof, there's a market. People trying to sell stuff. This guy's selling hex coins for 3 hex coins? That seems suspicious. All right, I give up. So we're gonna click here. How do I get this? 2 of these in the smithing station. Oh, I don't know why I assumed it wasn't here, but we're gonna concentrate our ore. Let's see. I think I commented on that. Soundtrack's cool. No complaints, no notes. It's the right vibe. Sound effects, I think, could be improved. Maybe like leveling up should give you leveling up skills could be more glorious of a sound effect. Right, so how long is this going to take? Quite a while. 2200 divided by 8. I should play this with my daughter and make her do all the math. Times 1.6. So this is actually going to take 440 seconds, which I'd ask my daughter is like 7 minutes. So I might take, unless unless you've got another question ready to go, I might take a quick break. What do you say? Let's take a quick sleepy break. Man, I should update this avatar with like a nap. Yeah, dude, I really, thank you for being here and asking questions. This is, as someone just starting out, this has been one of the more rewarding stream interactions I've had. So, hope to see you around, buddy. Oh, actually, before I take a quick break, what I really need to do is eat some food, or I'm gonna run out of stamina. There we go. We'll resume. All right, I'll be back in 5. I heard myself stop crafting. You finish? Nope. What happened? Probably just ran out of stamina. Alright. Still be back in like 2 minutes. Back. So now we've got ore concentrate. Let's finish up what we're doing and stick it in the smelter. Oh, we need rough logs. Do we have rough logs? Luff rogs. Frogs. While I'm over here, I wanted to get the fiber things. I had a quest. Let's see. Here's rough logs. We'll draw all. Ooh, we only have 7. I think I turned them into planks because I got a bunch of planks. Rumba. I feel like this guy's the merchant. Yeah. 20 planks, bro. 10 ingots. Might be worth doing some of those. Those seem the priciest. Like, those are my very high priority components. Geez, now we're limited by logs. We may have to go. We don't have enough to do a full stack there. Kind of a bummer. We have a lot of ore concentrate, though. Go ahead and stick it in the bank. I don't want to, like, I want to withdraw it. I want to deposit it into the bank. Will it? Store all? Yes, perfect. All right, that actually was a reason that UI interaction made sense. So I have a lot of stone carvings. We could go look into that. What do we want to do here? We could process more plant roots. We could process these birds. Let's process the birds. I think, like, so we can. We'll keep the wispy filament plants. Put the birds on the carts. While we're at it, we'll grab our pelts. Do we have any tannin in here? The bank not being searchable might kill me someday. We'll get the water buckets for the tannin. I think that's all I need. Oh, right, the plant fiber. I was like, oh man, someone wants plant fiber. Plant fiber we got. And we'll look it up while we're doing some crafting. Ooh, farming complete. Go check in on that. Clean. And we'll make some more whisk meave. I think I'm gonna bet we go to this farming station. Nope. Crop oil. Where is the traveler tasks? Yeah. Zvim. He wants me to fish. Oh, 20 piece? 20 blank paper I feel like I can maybe get. Mushrooms, mash bulbs. I actually know I have enough to do rough leather sheeting, but I'm not really. I'm kind of waiting on construction for Sephiroth. I want to do that later. We're processing our star bulbs and our. We're processing our things, processing them. What else we got? Man, 5 minutes until my task refresh too. Let's run and turn in. Oh man, hold on. I have both of those adventure tasks, both of those spiders tasks. So we have 5 minutes. So Change of plans. All we're trying to do right now is turn in these things. Sound the alarm. I really don't know what the value is of completing these versus we needed more logs to do that. Metal logs. I don't know what the value is of completing these tasks versus putting the materials towards upgrading my gear. No way to know from where I'm sitting. All right, so I wanted the jackal thing. I knew I had one. I'm sure I had one at some point. It's not sortable. Maybe, oh, I used it to craft my necklace, I bet. All right, so the question is, can we turn in our traveler's tasks from right where we're standing, or we have to go to the guys? So who was this? Rampart. Need to be close to the traveler, so no, I gotta go find him. Rampart! Where are you? I don't remember. Feralith Cave. Some nice convenient Feralith mining if we want. But no, can't get distracted. Rampart. There he is. Rampart. Nice. All right, can we complete any of the other ones out of hand? Let's see. Yes, if I get those the stuff so the thing place. I don't even know where Alessi is. Who's Alessi? Show up on the map. Okay. Let's see. Rampart. Heimlich. Alessi's there. How have I not seen you? Oh, because you're in this little house. You're in a hideout. Hurry, 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 hurry. No. Oh my god. I don't remember how many you needed. Just grab them all. Withdraw all. Go. Drop the cart. Go in the hideout. This was in the, like, walkthrough tutorial, and I definitely stopped paying attention. Alessi! Traveler tasks. Collect. Results. What do you sell? Bird riding trainer? Amazing. A rideable deer, a rideable goat. Amazing, I love you. So it seems like you're all mounts, though. You're mounts more than you're anything else. Alright, any other tasks before reset? We could. I don't want to. Sorry, trader. Merchanter. I just need those too bad. Instruction. Yeah, not really. Okay. So what were we what were we doing? Get a cart. Do any more farming? We can't. So I need more compost to do more farming. This is the logging. I don't think this is what I need. I need fish oil, but I haven't made chum yet. What's this? Basic weaving stuff. Okay. Oven. Cooking. Let's look at cooking. I really want 5 mushrooms for 1 skewer. Jeez, I need way more mushrooms, huh? I want to make bread, but I haven't made obtained. I haven't discovered it yet. I bet it's this wheat I have, but I feel like I haven't seen it at anything to do something with the wheat. All right, so let's see. Who dropped this? Who dropped this? Garbage armor. No, thank you. But we will process our boards. And then we got 4. Probably close. Oh man, I've got almost 2 full stacks of leather. Da-da-da. I think we'll finish making our ingots and see what tier 2 stuff we're in a position to make. Then I might do... I don't know what I'm going to do. I needed that for the task. Okay, the task refresh every 4 hours. Let's see what new... Oh man. I like this. Right, so just kill a bunch of jackals per rampart. We can do that. Alessi wants these again. Amber grain. Alright, focus, 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 buddy. Hey, sweetie. Hold on. Let me mute. All right, everybody. My wife's home. We're gonna stop the stream. We're gonna be back for Monsters and Memories streaming in like at 1:30. So we'll see you then.